Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. My name is Jennifer Ahern. I'm the Chief Officer in the Ministry of Health, Sports, Youth and Culture, and I'm joined this afternoon by the Honourable Minister Osborne Bodden and the Senior Policy Advisor for Youth, Sports and Culture, Mr. Joel Francis, who is also the chairperson of the Proud of Them Committee, which is why we're here this afternoon. We're very, very excited. We're going to announce the second round of honorees for the Proud of Them campaign. I'm going to start off by just asking Joel to offer us some background information in terms of the process that has led us to the announcement today. Joel?
Thanks a lot, Chief. The nomination period was opened right in this room on the 27th of August, and it closed on the 27th of September. There were 78 nominations received, and these were evaluated along with the top 20 from the previous period. In the first period, we had over 150 nominations, and the next 20, apart from the 12 that were chosen then, were within 10 points of the top 12. So we thought we'd reevaluate those along with the new nominations. In evaluating them, we looked for significant achievement, of course, in the various categories. The fact that they were responsible, hardworking, reliable, demonstrated leadership skills, participated frequently in a number of different types of activities, showed initiative, persevered through any challenges they might have had as young people, and whether or not they motivated others. And so we're here today. We've chosen 12 out of the 78 plus those 20. And I think they were very, very deserving. It was very, very difficult because part of the challenge, of course, is looking at their achievement and the differences in ages and so on. So it was a very difficult process, but we're confident that we've chosen 12 very, very good young people for these awards.
Thanks very much, Joel. I think hopefully you've all seen the billboards that were up from the first round that honored the first round of recipients. And I'm very excited that we've had the teaser one up while we had the nomination period open. And the new round of honoree billboards will be going up starting next week. So I'm going to ask the Minister now, the Honourable Osborne Bodden, to offer some remarks and to announce the latest round of recipients. Minister?
Thanks, Jennifer, and thanks, Joel. And a pleasant good afternoon to everyone. Welcome. It has been certainly my pleasure to support and encourage this initiative, recognizing the positive achievements of our young people. The mission of the program is simple, but the support of the public has proven that they value the concept and that they too are truly proud of our young people. I'm told that yet again we had a number of quality nominations, and I take some comfort knowing that the Cayman Islands will be in good hands going forward. So when I'm done with this, I know there's good people coming back. It is therefore my pleasure to announce this afternoon the 12 awardees of the Proud of Them Youth Recognition Campaign. And I will list the names, age, district, and the category that they were chosen in. Abigail J. Stoddart, 21, West Bay, Academics. Camone Chambers, 23, West Bay, Academics. Sidoni Barrett, 18, Georgetown Academics. Jonasi Taj Swaby, 19, Georgetown Community Service. Yentil Akira McGaw, 22, Bordentown Community Service. Christopher Cy Eccles, 18, Georgetown Academics. Anne Alicia Moore, 17, Bordentown Community Service. Anya Belafonte, 18, Georgetown Academics. Caitlin Rosebush, 16, Georgetown Academics. Madeline Melina Rowell, 17, Georgetown Community Service. Leanna Tibbetts, 17, Georgetown Community Service. And last but not least, Zoya Lawrence, 20, Georgetown Community Service. Now, we have 50% of our awardees here with us, so I'd like to ask you all to stand so that we can get a nice shot of you before I complete what I'm about to say. Well done. Thank you all so much for coming. I would like to congratulate all of you and the others who have been selected for continuing to dedicate themselves to their work and communities despite the many distractions and challenges. We often hear about our young people, not this and not that, but we know now, after hearing those numbers of nominees, how many good young people we have. So there's a lot more out there. As a community, we thank you. We also thank the parents and extended families for their support of these young people, their coaches, teachers, mentors, and friends who continue to support and encourage them. It is often difficult to measure the results of programs that we implement in various areas, but initiatives such as this gives us a clear indication that many parts of our community we are getting it right and a firm foundation is being laid for the Cayman Islands. It is my hope that this recognition would motivate you to keep doing what you have been doing, while at the same time encourage others to follow in your footsteps, as you are now all role models. I thank the public for its support in bringing forward strong candidates to be recognized as part of the process. This program is only as good as the quality of nominees that we receive, and obviously we have received a very high level, high standard of nominees. So with that, you look forward to meeting you at our reception, where we will have the awards and your little gifts. And look out for the billboards on the roadways. They'll be coming shortly, as you heard. Thank you all very much.
Thank you very much, Minister. Yeah, as Minister mentioned, the billboards, and I had mentioned, the billboards are going up. We're also going to be doing press releases on each of the honorees so that the public will get an opportunity to learn a little bit more about the outstanding achievements of these young people. Joel and his committee had a very difficult task, once again, trying to determine who the most worthy recipients were from the nominations, because the quality of the nominations and the quality of the young people is just so outstanding. And as Minister said, it's very heartening to see and to read so much positive things that these young people are doing and the positive impacts that they're making. And one of the purposes of the Proud of Them campaign is to hold these young people up as role models so that their colleagues, their peers can see that you can get recognition for doing good things and doing good work and being a positive role model in your community. So it's so exciting to actually have so many of you here with us today. And unfortunately, some are away at school overseas and not able to join us. But there will be press releases, and you will be seeing them on the billboards. So with that, I will open it up for any questions from the floor.
Just before the questions, I'd like to say a hearty thanks to Joel and your team.
Mm-hmm.
You guys did a tremendous job, and last year and this year. And just want to say a big thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Are there questions? Jay, you got a question?
Are you going to be stars for 6 months? Yeah.
Thank you very much. It seems like we have a lot of talented young ladies that are being recognized. And I know that your ministry is not gender affairs, but does this bode well for the future of Cayman and women playing a role in politics and or the government, as we see Jennifer as a chief officer as well?
You know what they say, women are going to run this country. We've been talking a lot about that lately because we now have a female governor and we have quite a few females in cabinet and all that stuff. So yes, it's no secret that our young ladies in particular are doing extremely well academically in Cayman, and it's in fact is a bit of concern that our young men, we have to. I know the Minister of Gender Affairs is looking careful at that with the education system to make sure that we don't leave our young men behind. So no surprise to me that we have a large contingent of young ladies, but more power to the women.
Dr. Ian?
Yeah, this question is for Joel. You know, in the nominations that you have received, I've noted that there was nobody nominated for sports, and I find that quite surprising because, you know, like I'm very involved with the Olympics and also with youth swimming and also football and everything else. Was there, you know, looking at the nominations, obviously you can't give me all the details, but was there nobody nominated, or were they just...
There were several nominated, ma'am. The largest category was academics and community service. Sports was the third largest in terms of nominations, and there were some very strong candidates, in fact. A couple of them come to mind, even some of those who are part of swimming. But it's a community, it's a committee evaluation, and we all look at them in our own minds based on the criteria that we've established, and these are what came up. There were some strong candidates. Even as committee members, we are aware of some achievements of some persons within the sporting community who were not nominated. But it is a public nomination process, and we must go by what we've given. I think what we need to look towards is for the next round, which is start on the 1st of March, is to really try to encourage more and more nominations coming in. And the better the nomination, the more the information, is the stronger the chance of the person, because some of the nominations were not as complete as they ought to have been, I thought. So that's something for us to work on going forward.
I can make your job very hard next year.
There were, in the first round, there were a few that were recognized for sports, and
yeah.
it is dictated by the nominations that are received and how they all come out in the evaluation. Any other questions? No? Minister, did you have any final comments before we close?
No, just to say, once again, well done. Keep up what you've done to get this far. Obviously, you have excelled and you have been chosen and nominated by people that see a lot of good in you, and it can only bode well for your future and for the island's future. And I thank you once again and congratulate you all. Thank you all for coming.
Yeah. So on behalf of the ministry, thanks again, everyone, for coming, and keep up the good work. And I can't wait to see you up on the billboards next week.
That's right.
Thanks. Have a great afternoon.
They're all pretty.